guys, I am here with part 3 of my March design team project for Kerr over at Happiness in Crafting, sorry. I know the way I say it sounds like happiness and crafting, like happiness and, but it's not, it's happiness in crafting. It's just my accent and I'm lazy at speaking. I apologise. But yes, so as you may be aware, if you have been following along, I have been doing a little mini series of easy ephemera using G's Collage paper pieces kit 1. Yeah, Collage paper pieces number 1. I say that because I've got 3 kits that I've been using and I've got them all written down over there. I will just double checking. So I used 2 of the kit pages already. The first one, we made this box from the kit, from the black and white kit page. In the second video we used a duff print of the green page. I say duff print because my print heads needed cleaning and yeah, left lines all over it and everything, and we used that just to make some, used my tab punch and a butterfly confetti punch to create some simple ephemera in way of tabs and butterfly confetti. But yeah, so today we're going to work on some envelopes. We're going to make our own envelopes, and today is going to require the other kit as well, which is the backing paper set 1. And today I'm going to be using the purple one, this one, love this one. This is from the Collage paper pieces, and I shall just pull these out. Actually, we're running low, I think. No, I have still got them. I believe. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, I have still got the full set. It's getting a bit hard to show the full set off now because I've used bits and pieces. So in the Collage paper pieces number 1 you get 6 sheets. So you get a black and white one, you get this vintage toned one, sepia tones, you get this green and blue one, turquoisey as well, love it. This beautiful purple one, which oh no, I'm not going to use that today. I am, but I'm going to use it on a different piece of paper. I've printed these onto printer paper, normal printer paper. I've printed them onto matte photo paper, and I also printed them onto card. So I have the same kit printed 3 times on 3 different lots of paper. And then you have this orangey yellow tones, very now springtime. And then you have the green one. But yeah, so I'm going to run out of being able to show you them soon, the full kit soon. Today we're going to be using the purple one. And let me think. I'm not quite sure, to be honest. Those are the cardstock versions, which are a bit too thick for what I want to do today. So today, like I said, we're definitely going to use the purple version, purple lilac, lavender, and maybe this one. No, let's do this one. Let's go bright and bubbly today for a change. Let's use some nice, bright, vibrant colours. So, from the Collage paper pieces kit, we're going to use this purpley lilac one and this beautiful orangey yellow toned. Like I said, they are more vibrant in these prints than the ones I've just shown because these are printed onto matte photo paper. And to go with these 2 kits, I am going to use pages from the kit. I am going to use G's backing paper set number 1, and I'm just going to flick through them a moment to find the ones that will work. I will show you as I flick through actually. Ignore that black bit there, that's just my printer. being a pain. So in the backing papers, you have a lot of papers in this set. I can't remember off the top of my head how many there are. I think there's 10 maybe, something like that, but you've got a lot in this set, and these are the pages. So you get that lovely green one, you get this one. I've kind of put them into tones, so I've put all the green ones together and what have you. Another beautiful green one, a blue one, a more paler blue colour. Then we have this kind of, I don't know, maroony colour. I love that one, so I'll put that to one side. I might use that. Then we have this more browny beigey colour tone, which I think might work for that. Then we have a darker greeny colour. And then we have a, like, in your face greeny, yellowy greeny tone. I am going to use these two tones, because I think they complement one another. So yes, there we go. So I will show you. We are using this page and that page together. I think they just complement each other really nicely. And then we will use this page and this page. Again, I think they complement each other really nicely. And we are just basically going to glue this page onto the back of this. So we're going to use the backing papers as backing papers, and it doesn't really matter which way they go. But yeah, so I'm just going to grab a glue stick. I am using this chunky kids glue stick. But yeah, just, you know, any glue stick will do as long as it sticks, obviously. And I am just going to find a piece of paper. I have some somewhere here behind me. I have a large sheet of plain white paper here that I will just pop underneath to glue on. Then I don't get it on my tracing paper. This is just tracing paper, and it's just stuck on there because I use a glass mat under here and it stops the glare. It's not so bad during natural light, but when I've got the white light on, the lamp or the big light, then it glares on the camera. Obviously it's not nice for you guys, but when it does that, it gives me a migraine. And today I actually do have a migraine, so I really don't want to be messing with stuff like that. Yeah, I'm sorry for the sniffles and snuffles today, guys, but allergies are out in full force today. Spring is here, happy days. So I am all bunged up and snuffly and sniffly and coughy and yeah, definite allergies. Nothing more sinister than that. Just allergy season, happy days. But yeah, like I said, I am just going to glue these two pages together, and I'm not really fussed about which way they go because this backing paper is awesome and it pretty much goes any way you want it to. The only thing I am going to do is obviously make sure it lines up, although that isn't an absolute necessity. Because we are going to cut them down. But yeah, so let's just turn that over a moment so it's not gluey. It is a bit gluey on there, but that will dry. I'm just going to burnish it a little bit with my bone folder, just to make sure it adheres well. Now, you could saw these, by all means. I don't think I will. Not today, anyway. No, definitely not today, because I don't think I could stand the noise of the sewing machine. But yeah, I'm just making sure it's burnished and stuck well in this middle section, because I'm going to cut this white border off the edge. So there we go, and we could always add more glue later. So yes, I think that looks lovely. I mean, you could avoid doing this by printing double-sided, but I wasn't quite sure to begin with exactly what I was going to do, so I printed them off separately. Also, I wanted to show them off to you separately too, so, you know. And at the end of the day, if you do it like this, it just adds extra strength and stability, so... Oh, I think I forgot to turn this over, didn't, never mind. It'll be sticky on both sides now, happy days. But yeah, especially making an envelope, because, you know, things are going to get put in and out of them. And like I said, I'm going to do 2 different versions of envelopes today. One very, very simple, another one also very simple, but I will be using a template. There we go, I think there's enough on there. Again, like I said, I'm not particularly bothered about it being absolutely perfect. I just want it to stick in that middle section. So, oh yeah, I did remember to turn it off. Okay, and again, burnishing just around here, mainly towards the outside. And if any excess glue comes out the outside. But also I'm going to put that border off around the edge anyway, so there we go. I love this kit, it's so beautifully bright and vibrant. These backing papers are gorgeous. They just go with a multitude of different things, but yeah, beautiful. I think that actually is a little bit directional, but it doesn't matter, really. And I am aware, obviously, that G's information is on that bit there, and then on this one it's in this little corner here, but it doesn't matter because we can cover that up quite easily with a label or something. This one might even, that part of, some of that might even get cut out, so... But as I said, nothing that a label or something won't fix, so perfectly fine by me. Yeah, I mean, if you have some correction tape or something like that, you could put that over it and then maybe ink over it. But, you know, I'm happy enough with it as it is. Okay, so that's not too bit sticky now. Now, I'm just going to put those over to one side to dry. Excuse me, to dry a little bit. And whilst I do that, I'm just going to also pop you on pause whilst I go and source my template, because I've just realised I forgot to bring it up. I'm also going to make myself another brew and grab some dinner. Not that you needed to know that, but yeah, it's 10 to 12 here, so it'll be a second for you guys, but I shall be back in about 10 to 15 minutes. So, but as I said, it'll only be a second for you guys, so I'll see you in a sec. Hi guys, I'm back. Okay, like I said, for you it's just been a second. For me it's been about 20 minutes. So, I am going to actually now just do another one. These have dried brilliantly, but I am actually now going to do another one because whilst I was looking for my template downstairs, I remembered about my envelope punch board. And I figured, let's do one of them as well. Because this one that I'm going to do just involves folding. This one that I'm going to do is going to involve drawing around a template and obviously folding. So I figured let's do another one that involves using the envelope punch board for some of you who have them, or those of you who may not have one but may be thinking of getting one. Also, for those of you who have them and still aren't sure how to use them, and I'm going to use this bluey, greeny, turquoisey one because I really like this one too. And it was a toss-up between that one and the orangey yellow one today, so I'll pull that one out. Now, we need to decide what backing paper we'd like to use. And there's a few choices, although I think it only really comes down to that top one, but... For me, anyway, I mean, these are the papers that we have left, and any one of them really would go, because, you know, there are those colours in all of them, but for me it kind of comes down to those two and this one, but I kind of have my heart set on the green one anyway, so this darkish green one. So that's the one I'm going to use, but I will just show you them together. But yeah, so let's put them that way, you can see a bit better. So those are the ones I'm going to use, but, you know, that would tie in with that beautifully well. As would that. That kind of just tones it down a little bit. But yeah, but as I said, I am going to use this green one because that was like my first go-to choice. So I'm just going to glue this on the back of here. And then we'll pop that to one side to dry, and whilst we're waiting for that to dry we will work on these two. This is probably going to be a long video again today, guys, I'm sorry. But yeah, I'm saying it's going to be a long video. No, it's not. Well, it is. It's going to be one long video, but I'm going to split it into 3 sections, and we'll do one envelope and then I'll cut off. I'll do the other envelope, cut off, and do the last one. So for me, it's going to be one long video. For you guys, you will see it in 3 parts. I'll do each envelope separately. But this is the video that I'm talking you through. We'll do this first. We'll glue this, and then I'll do this first purple envelope with you guys. And then I'll stop, and then I'll do the other 2. As separate individual videos. It just splits it up a little bit and makes it easier to follow in case you want a specific envelope. But yeah, so let's get this one glued. But obviously in this video I have taught you through exactly what's going to be, exactly what I'm going to be doing. This glue stick is annoying. It's a good glue stick, but you can't get the lid off. You have to screw it at the bottom so it pops the top off, and then remember to screw it back down again. So you're not using too much. And I need that piece of paper again. Okay, it is another beautiful day here again today. It was miserable yesterday and freezing cold. Today it's beautiful. It's still a bit chilly, but it's spring, you know. But yeah, like I said, it's a beautiful day out there. The sun is out, but not like it were the other day. So it's bright, but yeah, it was beautiful on Monday. I actually went for a spur of the moment walk. That's probably why I'm ill. My body went into shock. What's she doing to me? Anyway, let's make sure we get plenty of glue in that middle section. Oh, actually with this one I need to get plenty of glue around the edges as well. But yeah, we can always add more glue later. Okay, so let's get this down. And actually this one is the one that I'm going to use on the envelope punch board, and you actually don't even need to do the whole piece. I've just realised. Yeah, you actually don't need to do the whole piece on the back, but never mind. Too late now, I've done it. Let's turn it over and then I can burnish it down. Because there's only going to be a little bit of it showing, but never mind. Never mind, never mind. I mean, you kind of will see it, I guess, but you don't need to. I'll get to that when I do that video. Let's just burnish this down really well, and then we'll pop it to one side to dry, and we will do the first envelope, which just involves folding. Nothing else. You can measure, you can use a ruler, you could use a scoreboard if you like, but I'm just going to fold it by eye. I'm just going to wing it. It's kind of one of my favourite methods of making envelopes. Okay. Just make sure we're well and truly glued there in the middle, and then that's a little air bubble. Okay, got it. Right, now we will put that to one side to dry, and I can now move this out of the way. Yep, it's not too sticky. And bring in this one. Okay, now I love this colour. Now, I'm going to trim the edges, that one that I am going to do. So I'm going to use my big scoreboard for this as well, because it won't go in that way in my little trimmer that I've got. But also I want to be more accurate. You could just cut along there with scissors, but I'm going to, sorry, I headbutted the camera. And I'm going to put it in my trimmer and line it up and do it. There we go. You could also print these off as borderless, which would avoid having to do this bit. Sorry, I keep getting the charger lead caught in that. My cutting isn't particularly straight, but it's fine. It's good enough. Excuse me. There we go. Okay. And as I said, I'm not worried about that piece there. I'll deal with that later. So, pop that over there to the side. Now, as I said, with this one, we're just going to fold. As simple as that. So, what you want to do now is decide which way you want your pattern. Oh, I've just noticed there's a little white bit showing there. Not that it matters, you can ink around them if you like. Okay. Like I said, you can ink around it if you like. Now, the pattern kind of goes that way because all the text is facing this way, so it goes portrait, but we're going to actually turn it landscape. Wrong way, sorry. That's landscape. Honestly. Yeah, so the way that these are done, I mean, I know there's a little bit there, but the predominantly designs are going this way, landscape. You want to turn it portrait to do this envelope. And you want to decide now which side you want, because what we're going to do is turn it over. I don't mean which side, this side or the other side, although you could even do that if you wanted to. But what you need to do now is, because we're going to fold it to be an envelope, we are going to fold up from the bottom and down from the top. So you now need to decide which bit you would like to be up like that and be your flap coming down, and I want it this way. So I want to go up like that, and then I want this bit here to be my flap because I like that pattern there. And I said you don't need to, well, I actually said I wasn't going to score it, but I am actually. I'm just going to score that bit there, I think. She said. And I tried to do this the other day and messed it up big style. Yeah, I'm just going to pop this in here, flush up against there. Now I know I want this section here to be my flappy bit, but I'm going to come just this way, just this way of it a little bit. So that bit there for me is 1 3/4 ish. So I'm going to come and score at the 2-inch mark. Oh, beautiful sun. Just to the side of it, at this side of it. I'm just going to score to the 2-inch. Doesn't matter about that bottom part there. Although I could do it that way actually. Yeah, if it doesn't line up, do it that way. Actually, it needs to go that way for it to be folded. Valleys make mountains and all that. Confusing. Yeah, just find a score line to join that bit up. Okay. Now I'm not bothered about this bottom bit, I'm going to eyeball that, but what I am going to do is fold this top bit. Okay, so we've got the line, the score lines, so now we're just going to fold and burnish. Okay, so that's my flappy bit now. Not too hard, you'll split it. Luckily I didn't, but... And then, wow, that's beautiful. And then this is quite good if you do your flap first, because then you can figure out or eyeball how far up you want to come with your envelope. And I think I'm actually going to come up to that line there. So, again, you could measure, but yeah, I'm just going to eyeball it, and I'm going to just score it with my finger and then my bone folder. What? What? Sorry guys, the cat's talking. What? What? Are you joining in? Okay, go back to sleep. Sorry guys, I don't know why she's being verbal, but the cat just decided to chirp in. But yeah, and then of course you put that under and that over, and that is your envelope. What you do then is, if you want to sew, then sew around it, then yes, do it, but do it now before you close it. Or sew, actually no, it wouldn't, no, it actually doesn't matter. If you want to sew along that bit for edging, do that first, but yeah, you could actually just pop it up now and then, you know, just sew all the way around there like that and fold it down. But I'm not going to sew, and otherwise you just glue down there. But see, this is why I wanted this on the backing, because just look at that. Just look at the way they work together. Absolutely beautiful. And yes, you could argue the fact, well, you didn't need to do all the way inside because you can't see it, but you're gluing down the sides, and if you pop, kind of like pull the envelope open, you can see down there. Not that many people bother doing that, like, but you could see down there. But like I said, if you want to sew around it, you could do it while it's all open, or you could fold it and then sew around it. I am going to round these corners here. One second. Okay. I can't see the timer. Yeah, I just did that one. And then just round the corner on that one. That's all I'm doing. I'm not doing these corners, just that. It just makes it look more like an envelope to me. And yeah, you could do those corners if you wanted. Let's do it in a smaller version. I'm lucky this hole punch, not hole punch, corner rounder has three different size corners on them. There we go. Oh, that's better. Just gives it a little bit. But yeah, and then, like I said, you could decorate ink around it if you like. But I love that. That's just beautiful. Absolutely perfect. I love it. And wow, that's sun. What was I saying about it not being sunshining today? But yeah, that just really does complement this paper to me. I love it. So now we're going to grab the art glitter glue. You could use any glue, wet glue. I wouldn't advise using a glue stick for this. I mean, I suppose you could, but you're better with a wet glue of some form. Art glitter glue, 3-in-1, Fabri-Tac, that sort of thing. I'll put my scissors there, they are. Would be better for this. Let me just do that, didn't quite get that bit. Okay. But yeah, for the purpose of the video, I'm going to use art glitter glue because it dries really quick. And I'm just going to go, fold that down, and I'm just going to go along this flap here. I'm not going to do this because this is higher up than where I want that to fold. So just on the edge of here, a bit hard to see the fold line, we'd all be in the same colour paper. But yeah, so just on this fold line here, I'm going to go down there with the glue. to the join. It doesn't matter if you go over, obviously. And then down this side as well, like so. Fold up, and there we go. Give it a bit of a helping hand. And there we go, like so. I always do that first before burnishing, because if you burnish straight away it pushes the glue that way, or out the top, and the more it goes that way the less room you've got inside. So, but there we go. There we have an envelope, guys. How pretty is that? Oh, yeah, she says pulling it off. Don't do that. Wait till your glue dries first, guys. Yeah, don't be an eager beaver. Wait till your glue dries first, and then, I mean, I wouldn't advise you pull too hard doing that anyway, but like I said, wait till your glue dries first. But yeah, but you get the gist. So you have a beautiful envelope as it is, and then, you know, you can just pop it in a journal, or just pop some, you know, if you've got family, friends, pen pals, you've got a beautiful envelope there. Happy mail, gifts, racks sort of thing, anything like that. Beautiful envelopes, put stuff in. Alright, I'm going to stop messing with it now because the glue needs to dry. Do as I say. Yep. Listen to your own advice, Victoria. Yeah, and anyway, like I said, there you go. Now you could, the idea of these is to, you know, you could paper clip it, or, you know, we don't glue these down like a normal envelope unless you're going to send it in the post, and then you could. But yeah, so you could just pop a hole in there and put an eyelet in, and then wrap some twine or something around it to keep it closed. You could kind of cut out a circle, or a, I'm going to say an embellishment. Now that's a thought. Let's have a look at the embellishments. Well, not embellishments, but let's have a look at this kit in the cardstock version. Might not be thick enough, actually. I don't think it'd do. It's not thick enough for a start. But you could use like one of these, cut it out, and then the idea is you overlap it and then glue half of it here, and then that bit just tucks into it. But I actually prefer leaving it as it is and then just adding like a decorative paper clip. I do actually have some purple ones here. Yeah, so just add a decorative paper clip to it. You could make your own paper clips if you follow If you follow G's channel, she has multiple videos on how to make dingly danglies, as she calls them, embellished paper clips and stuff like that you could just pop on. Like I said, I would be more inclined to put an eyelet in there and then add some ribbon or twine or something to it. You could also kind of do the circle method. I'm not sure where I put them. Here. I did these a while back from bits of cardstock. And the idea is you glue a few of these together, and then you'd put like one there, and then you would put one further down here, and you would put your string or whatever under there, and then you would, you know, loop it kind of in a figure of 8. Actually, you don't need to have it on like that. They could just be plain ones like that, although it's usually because there's a brad goes through there. So yeah, you could do that method, but as I said, I'm leaving mine because I prefer to just use fancy paper clips in mine, or just very loosely add some ribbon to it. So there you go, guys. That is envelope number 1, was just the folding method and kind of eyeballing. So I will end this video here now, and then I will come back and in part 2 of this, so we'll call this part 3A video of ephemera. This to me still counts as ephemera because you could still pop it into a journal and use it for putting ephemera in. You know, if you're doing it either way of these envelopes I'm going to show you, but this is quite a popular way as well to, before you glue down the sides, if you're doing this, you could pop this into the centre of a signature whilst it's still open, bind it so that it goes through the inside of the envelope, and then when you've finished binding and you've tied, you put your strings inside, and then you fold this up and glue it so the strings are on the inside, and this then becomes the middle section of the middle signature. That's quite a popular thing to do. But yeah, but I really love this. As soon as I flipped through this kit, this was my first thought of what to do with this page. Thought I've got to make an envelope out of it. And that paper from the backing papers is just, it just looks so beautiful with it. But yeah, so there we go, guys. So I will call this part 3A. Because this is like part 3 of the ephemera series, but this is video A, the next one will be B, and then the next one after that will be C. We'll do it that way because it's still the same video, it's just in 3 parts. Okay, guys, so thank you for watching, and I hope you come back and watch the next 2 videos. I will speak to you again soon. Take care, guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye!